Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Play action. It's Herbert. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. Herbert now. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Herbert on first down now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Hands it off out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 10 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Herbert off of play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Faking the give, now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And out across midfield down to the 45. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Now Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, 39 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On first down, Justin Herbert. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Now it's Herbert. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and they're able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Watson now to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Up the middle with Eckler. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hopkins, a man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down. Eckler. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
What's that?
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. I
don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're...
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Herbert now. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. It's Eckler again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On the give, this is Eckler down at the 25. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Watson off play action. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. 3rd and 2, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.